Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, as part of my Letting Fat Guy Flies RC Teach You How to Fly series, this is installment number 3, and then we're now going to be doing tail dragger and bush flying. We first did a Hobby King Bixler, and then we went to the FMS Ranger 1220, and now we're going to do our first tail dragger with flaps this time, and show you how all that works. And I'm also going to have my camera on, with the bottom of the screen in the left corner will be my stick movement, and you'll see what I'm doing with my flaps and everything. So let's go ahead, turn my camera, this camera here on. All right, starting the flying tutorial now. Right, left, up, down, right, left.
Motors armed.
I'm going to put one notch of takeoff flaps in. All right, we'll just do a first takeoff and landing right off the bat. Let me get over here next to my son. My wonderful son Gabriel, who's filming for me. All right, flaps are up. Run a 2200 shorty, 4S in there, which I need to put a little bit of down elevator because of the fact that this battery is a lot lighter than what I normally fly. And I've got my timer down low. All right, I'm going to level my wing here, bring her in. I'm not going to use flaps to land this time. A little bit of flare right here at the end. There you go. All right. Now, I'm going to show you how to do a stall takeoff. Now, this is going to be full down barn door elevators, full up elevator. Yeah, well, I'm just going to kind of feel into it. You just kind of feel your way into it. And you're going to try to get this thing in the air as quickly as possible. We're going to practice these landings again here in just a minute in the grass. Okay, just going to really gun it.
Flaps up.
Immediately turn them flaps off. She's out. She's off the ground, off the deck.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
And what? 2 feet, 3 feet, something like that. All right, now we're going to flying around. We're going to get turned around here. Put my landing flaps in. Okay. Turning back towards us. Start leveling my wing. Keeping on pressure on my elevator. Get ready to flare just a touch, just a touch, just a touch. All right. The idea there is what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to kind of push that tail down and kind of grab the carrier deck like you grab the tail hook. Just kind of grab it and pull it out of the sky. That way it minimizes the bounce. We're going to show it again. All right, we're going to take off again with no flaps this time. All right. We'll go real quick, a little roll there. Just a pure aileron roll. All right. Turn around here again. Get lined up with the way I want to land on that elevator a little bit, and then just a slight bit of flare there. Well, she kind of bounced a little bit. Not having flaps this time, so I have a little more speed. All right, we're going to take off again from this direction, then land from that direction. All right.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
This, if you're looking for a plane that's just great, all you got is a good grass field or a ballpark field or a park or just a, big lawn, it's a perfect plane for that. All right. See how I had that tail, let that tail pull me out of the sky? All right, let's practice that again. This is how you negate the bounce with a tail dragger. Okay, let me show you what happens if you try to land normally. You try to land just on your mains. You almost all, now watch it not bounce this time. Yeah, look, it didn't bounce. Naturally. Walking the dog here. All right. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to turn around. Gabe, we're going to turn around and land on the runway. I want to show you how you land normal. You're going to get that bounce. Of course, I got the sun in my eyes now.
Time 3 minutes.
See that bounce? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to come back and do that same landing again, but I'm going to try to use the tail hook, what I like to call the tail hook maneuver. Okay? It doesn't always work, but it usually is pretty effective. If I can see it without the sun in my eyes. Yeah, see? I was favoring the tail, almost trying to land it in a perfect 3-point landing. Now the grass will be a lot more forgiving. All right, I'm going to take off again. Out here to the road. And like I said, all this kind of stuff is easier said than done. You have to practice it, practice it, practice it. That just means you guys say, well, I'm sorry, honey, fat guy said I gotta go practice flying, so, you know, I gotta follow orders, you know. Yeah, see? Basically, it's almost like you're trying to push the tail into the ground to drag you out of the sky. But you don't want to do that at high speed, of course. You want to talk about almost your nearly perfect utilitarian type plane. This right here, the Durafly Tundra V3. This is in the Inspire livery.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right, let's see if we can't walk the dog a little bit. I keep forgetting I'm trying to teach some people how to fly. And I get so caught up in just enjoying myself. What that is, a walking the dog is just to me an extended touch and go. All right. Or in that situation, instead of getting the tail to drop, let me get out in front of you, Gabe. Instead of getting the tail to drop, I want the mains to touch, but I never want the tail to. I want to just kind of run on my gear. See? Run on my gear there. All right. Take it up. Snap roll. That just sticks inside. Do that kind of stuff up high. All right, and then we'll take it up and sticks outside. That's all you're doing. Very capable plane. Very capable plane. All right, let's go back to trying to learn how to land this thing again. The flying techniques I taught you in the other tutorials, no different here. You just find your pattern, get used to flying your pattern. Okay, this is just trying to land a different type of landing configuration. All right, we're going to take off flaps, and then we'll land with flaps. And all you're doing with, the only difference with taking off with flaps are going to get you in the air a little bit faster. And landing flaps, you're going to have you're going to come in a little bit slower and a little more of a controlled, gives you a little more time to think.
30 seconds.
See? Now that's a perfect 3-point landing right there. That's what you're looking for. Let's go ahead and do that again. Pay attention to my thumbs and my hands, my fingers when I land again with this flaps in.
Landing flaps.
Yeah, that's just perfect right there.
Timer expired.
All right. Good looking little airplane.
Flaps up.
All right. Now Hobby King did not send this one to me. This one's mine. Bought this when it was first released, and I have not. It's $249. That's the price. That's what I paid. That's what you pay. Okay, we were 7 seconds over. We're going to go ahead and end this part. Okay. And Take this off for just a minute. All right. God, look, the thing is sticking out in front of me here. All right. Yeah, I'll mess with that. All right. Prop is off. You got a top loader here. Let's check our battery. Show you my battery placement. I got a 2200 Shorty 4S, kind of in the middle, about 2 finger lengths in from the back firewall. And let's see, kind of the way that battery lead is, I'm gonna have to take it out. But that's what powered that whole flight. That little bitty 2200 4S Turnigy. 44% left. 2200 4S Turnigy Shorty. Great little batteries. Absolutely fabulous little battery. Now the only thing I have modded on this plane is, the only thing there, other than I gave it a clear coat when I first got it, needs another one, is these wheels are the wheels off of an E-Flight Timber. And all you do is just undo the nubs, slide your old wheels off, slide these wheels on, put the nub, screw the nub back on. That's all you have to do. Simple, no cutting, no modding, just simple bolt-in mod. The wheels that come with it are hard foam, and they got Durafly written on the side. They look really cool, but they are hard. And but I understand they're light. They make this plane, very economical on the battery. You do lose a little bit of flight time when you add these. However, these are nice, spongy, and they got stellar gear. But these really help with your landings, help even out your landing. If I still had that stock gear on there, that bounce would be a lot worse. But these, just get these off E-Flight, their website. I want to say they're $18 for a set. You also get the tail wheel, but I didn't use it. And they're worth the upgrade. They're worth the upgrade. But other than that, she's all stock. This is a phenomenal flying plane. It offers everything. I mean, it flies slow, it flies fast, it does aerobatic, it can just putz around, nice lazy Sunday afternoon flying, whatever you want to do. It's got lights, it's got attitude, and it's a lot of fun. This is the Inspire livery. It also comes in the traditional green and, I think, green and white livery, but I prefer this one. It also has thrust reverse, but we didn't use it today. I got an AR630 antenna's receiver right there in the back. Works perfect. Let's go over our rates real quick that we flew in. You know what? I'm gonna have to put the battery back in to show you that, so you can graphically see my rates. So it's like, I don't want to just tell them to you, I want you to be able to see them. All right, my flying rates: ailerons 100%, 30% expo; elevator 100%, 30% expo; rudder 125 with 30% expo; flaps, there is a mix. Flaps up or negative 100%, no mix. Takeoff
flaps,
negative 50, 15% down elevator mix.
Landing flaps. And
landing are a positive 50 with a 25% down elevator mix. That's on a 2-second deployment.
Flaps up.
Okay, forward programming. One-time gains. Gains are on roll, pitch, and yaw, 40, 50, and 60. Priority, 160 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading at anything with, and I haven't upgraded that receiver to do stop lock, so that's my gains, one-time gains. There you go. You already saw how much left in the battery. We're 7 seconds over on a 5-minute timer, and we still have 40-something% left. So really, if you put, I've flown up to a 3300 in this and flown it for almost 15 minutes before, just putzing around slow. But on a 2200, you can set your timer for 5.5, 6.5 minutes, fly the way you want, and come back at a conservative number. Folks, thank you so much for watching. That is the Durafly Tundra V3 in the Inspire mode. They're in stock right now as of the middle of December of 25. Grab them while they're there, because Hobby King has a certain lot, they sell out, and then it might be 6 months before they get another lot in. So they're at the mercy of the manufacturer, of their manufacturer, to release stuff. So, all right, well, y'all have a good, and God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. Gabriel, thank you for flying. God is good. Or thank you for filming and flying with me. And God is good. And we'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.